Let's hit start. I hope I have everything correctly configured for this. I hope, at least. Yeah, the main mic is going into there. Okay. Good, I hope I have everything working. Seems like it. Right, we need to get on a server quickly, because I think practice is about to end. Yeah, because I was busy spending a bit too much time on the toilet. A bit too much. Where's my Steam gone? Steam currently. Oh. Now that's freaking confusing. Steam, why are we doing this? Right, this is really kind of not necessary and kind of just really fucking confusing. Because I can't open up Steam on my desktop anymore. I have to like select the games through the overlay now. So I can't like just look at the desktop to do these things. No, we don't care. Just let me play my game. In Steam VR mode, yes! You should just launch it already, please. Can we just get it over with, Steam? Like, why did we have to make it worse? Just let me have my desktop environment still. Just let Steam be still a window that can be opened on the desktop when you're in VR. It makes life so much easier because you can still manipulate it when you need to. Especially if you're like not in the headset and like standing next to it. You can just launch software and stuff from desktop HUD. Well, I guarantee there's still a bunch of features you can't really do through the desktop HUD, through the VR thing. I mean, it's probably really close now to the Steam Deck UI, but still, I'm pretty sure there's stuff that you just cannot really do properly. Right, this is the cute and funny racing car, and this is the the one we're gonna run on Saturday. Fun stuff. Yeah, it has a few extra logos on it. Right, we're gonna run, not this one, this one. We need, what is it named? TOGA. There's the Bob test server. Where's the race server? Ah, there's Multiclass race server. Here it is. Control V. Connect. There's about a minute remaining in practice here. Well, for the competitive times in, that's nice to see. We're missing... What are we missing right now? Oh yeah, Jones... Okay, Jones is up there completely demolishing the field again. Like, he's doing 210s. This is just bloody abuse at this point. No chance of beating him. Well, that's probably where I end up. We need to make a setup at this rate. Don't have anything. I guess a free set. I need to play about 20 liters or so, right? ABS. I don't need toe. I don't have a foot fetish. We're gonna turn the toe off. Rear wing, nah, that's kind of cringy. Rear right, rear bump stop range can be drastically reduced. Front we're gonna leave as is. You can't change this setting. Can introduce an anti-roll bar on the front or the rear. We probably would want the rear likely. We're gonna just try the car out there before that. Right, considering the temperatures again, we're gonna go, I think 0.6 down. That sounds sensible to me. I have to go it fast because we're in the overtime right now. And if somebody crosses the line, last person crosses the line at any moment, we could be forced out of the screen, right? Okay, where am I right now on the list? Damn. Okay. The question is how long are we're gonna qualify? 30 minutes. I think we're gonna have similarly again 15 minutes or so to qualify, which is pretty fair, I would say. Oh yeah, I don't have my HUD up, I've just realized. And I haven't positioned my model. Ah! Because I do this now in a different order where I start ACC first and then deal with these problems, I start forgetting about them. Oh god, that's just calibrating me downwards. That shouldn't happen. Okay, we're gonna deal with that later. Okay. Now we need to swap. Yeah, but we don't need to actually swap the screens. We need to simply put go dump, dump. Green light, give it all you can. And overlay 7, and now I actually can see Fonty. Yes, however I mean, alive. Although it seems my body wants to stop doing that. Right. Hello microphone, would you kindly... I guess we're not... hello mouth movements? Hello? Can I talk? No? Why is my mouth movements not picking up? VC face, what are you doing? You have one job, and that is to pick up my mouth movements. What part of VC face bricked itself here? It's not the first time I've faced this. Let's just restart VC face because we can actually afford doing that. It doesn't hook into any application. It just launches and just deals with it. Right. Yeah, this is my valve index. Okay. Good. Now we have mouth movements again. And now my stream should have mouth movements. You know? Simple stuff. But like apparently sometimes asking for these things is just asking for too much for working. Okay. Right, we don't have forever. Oh, I should perhaps press drive, you know. Could help.
Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
Hello. Freaking cable, it constantly just doesn't wanna. Like sometimes when I lean forward with my VR headset cable, it like, because I have it running through like a hoop to guide it correctly. And sometimes it doesn't let me pull forward and just makes me get stuck effectively. It feels really awkward. I mean, sometimes it doesn't work at all. It just sometimes it works too perfectly and it lets me not slide it back. And really, it does it completely right. But I need effectively 2 hands right now for some reason. It's okay. So it just really doesn't want to pull. In part, what doesn't help is that it's being pulled past my towel, which doesn't help guiding the cable in the slightest. And this is centrally. Hello, nice day. How are you doing? Are you having a nice day? I'm sorry, that joke has to be. We'll hear it every single time you join this channel. At least every time I spot you. But yeah, I guess I'm alive. Sort of. I don't know, I guess. Wouldn't quite say I'm fine, but like also like not doing terribly either. It's just we're not like I don't know. It's like the October just like for some reason sapped the energy out of me. And I can't explain to you why. I mean, it happened even before the semester really started. As things get into the swing, it's like I'm not feeling. Well, I should be a bit more happy, you know. Like things aren't going terribly. It's like it's just I don't know. Maybe because I have to go outside and can't just actually like cuddle low high throughout the day, which seems to drag me down somehow. I seem to not be doing too hot because Potter seems to be actually closing in on this lap. Oh, come on, brakes, please. Like, no wonder my laptop's shit. When I just like completely missed the apex there. So, Mr. Fujiwa.
Yellow flag in sector 2. Yellow man, personal fastest time. Yellow flag, be careful.
Isn't it the Takahashi brothers? The Rotary brothers? Because I'm feeling more like Ryosuke. That's part of also my meme, so then I'm like over a second off HUD. Next weekend maybe. I don't know. I have to see how next weekend goes. I did notice I'm like relatively busy in terms of racing this weekend. But it's a lot of like last races this week. It's the last race of this championship. It's gonna be the last race of the Pan Am Championship. It's gonna, well, Track GT4 is the last race, but yeah, it doesn't fit quite. And the VCO race, who knows if it's the last race? Likely it will be. Haven't had the time to turn any practice laps for that yet. Probably gonna do that today. Loic has been pestering me to get some screenshots of the car running, so we're likely gonna do some practice and get some images for him so he stops annoying me. Next weekend maybe. For a certain enduro. Yeah, the Nürburgring 24-hour with SOP. We are now on second place on the wait list for that one. So we might actually have a chance at this rate to make it in, sort of, I guess, maybe? I don't know. We're gonna know in a week. because they will lock the signups effectively. They lock the lineups, or not signups, lineups. They will lock the lineups in on Thursday for that race. So I think it's a good point. If we're not in by then, we're probably not racing. Like, it's weird that Potter's beating me by this much. Usually I've been like, oh, they're not actually beating me by that much. I'm only 2/10 down. Well, the thing is, we have already a lineup and everything for that. Sorry. Loic had at some point decided that we're gonna do this. Like, I would have not signed up for it because we got onto like the wait list in 5th position. I don't know if the others in front of us just quit waiting. They didn't go to GT4 Pro, that's all I can tell you, but like... in any case, it's just... I would have not signed up. But we have an entry there, and we have, I think, a full car even. On the other hand, for the GT... What am I thinking right now? I'm thinking of the... There was another event on the calendar file, which was the Lightspeed 6 hours of Watkins Glen. That was would be scheduled for Sunday that weekend. And guess what happened to that one? I wanted to check in on that one today and maybe sign up a car finally, because I would have liked to really race a Porsche Cup car. Turns out the event was delayed. I really need to update that calendar because it's completely out of date at this point, because a bunch of events were moved, others were cancelled. Stuff is moving, but there's a couple of 24-hour races definitely next month. And a 12-hour race that was labeled as a 24-hour race, so we're not getting too much into that. I mean, it's Multiclass Spa again. And the McLaren does well there, but like, I've driven the 570S now a few times there. Also, Loic definitely won't do it for the Spa race. Whenever he has to, whenever me and him have teamed up in ACC, it's like, it's basically been 70% Spa. It has become a freaking inside joke at this point. Oh, brakes, please. Yeah, I'm not doing so hot right now. Oh, whatever, doesn't matter if I start third. We're missing anyway the KTM Crossbar fighting for the championship. He's not turning up. And it's not like I'm gonna beat Jones right now. Ginetta is just too overpowered at everything. I mean, I would have probably beaten him at Imola, but that's about it. Which is interesting, we were racing at Imola for the VCA race. So we actually have sort of a chance. I think, maybe. But then again, it's like just the aliens are completely coked out of the mind, so it's like, what chance do you realistically have at that point? Those people are just completely and utterly mental. There's just nothing you can do. Line is very late here. Can break a lot later. And my tire pressures are all over the place. Front tires are definitely overpressured, the rear tires are kinda under. So we're gonna see what we can do there. Also, I'm kind of... I have some assignments due next week. I mean, hey, I'm not too late on my assignments this week, and that's like... Brother Christ, you have like 2 major ones next week. Like, actually not just 2, multiple ones. Right, 05, if that's 0. Yeah, this much of the front left. Let's see, how did my tiles fare for this? Jesus. Rear right has way too much camber. Can tell that for sure already. Front left might not have enough camber. We can put more cast on these wheels. Front right seems to be sort of fine. Let's increase the cast on both of them and then just reduce the camber slightly on that one. Increase the camber on this wheel. Then for the rear right, I think it was. Rear left was also like slightly under cambered, you could say. Rear right though, that was like quite a bit over cambered. So let's just adjust these. Hello keyboard. Where did you go this time around? Yes, thank you, please. You mean when you tried wall riding behind me and you just flipped the car onto its side and just wall ride, just, you know, didn't wall ride with your door, you wall rode with your floor along the guardrail. Yeah. You know, when I'm finally done with upgrading my home server, I can probably host an AC server or an ACC. Or both. I amaze myself sometimes, but I mean, I did notice like how shockingly easy I do in like learning a circuit, because I had no clue which way the track went. And I could very much keep pace with you, or even sort of like just not just, or like just about outrun you despite your wall riding behind me to keep up through corners. Like, yeah, that's just very interesting how like I can sort of gauge how sharp a corner is by just approaching it. And get it like 90% right. I scared myself. I definitely scared myself. I mean, I guess maybe I have a decent amount of practice, because I know actually my way around, for example, where's the circuit, that Italian circuit called? Targa Florio. I can actually get around that circuit relatively well. I mean, it is still like very much possible that I fling it off of one of the corners because I underestimated. But when you can drive that, it's like you can very easily gauge like road circuits corners. Just when you have driven so many like different circuits, because I haven't just driven ACC. I came from Half-Life 2 background. I've done a bit of Automobilista 1. I've done obviously a bit of AC, but not even that much. I mean, I know my way around the Tokyo Expressway, but even then I ran regularly into walls while learning that layout. guess because the speeds are higher, you have less of a margin of error. Like if you underestimate a corner on that kind, I was like, oh yeah, you can just like go wide and force the car gear down and like run a wide line for the corner. And you may just brush off the wall. On the Tokyo Expressway, if you misjudge a corner, it's just you're gonna notice that when you hit the wall. you don't even have the time to consider that you made a mistake there. And once you hit the wall, you just get immediately AC physics and just thrown into the net shadow realm. Right, so you shall be back. I'm torturing myself with livery for V-Track. Is everybody making new liveries for the next round? What is going on? Oh yeah, right. Didn't you also want to like switch cars actually? Are you actually gonna do that? Are you actually switching out of the McLaren? Or something? Or are you waiting for that for next season? Because, I mean, I didn't notice that, like, Polycam made a new livery, but I hadn't downloaded it. Because I don't download liveries every race. We should... Have, like, the admins considered using, like, a service like Awesome Sim Racing or something like that, for, like, syncing liveries, instead of having a Google Drive where we dump the liveries onto and everybody has to manually download them? But yeah, I mean, I still probably forget to sync the liveries. I think TOGA even had a livery set for this, and I still forget to do it every time I launch the game. It's pain. I just keep forgetting this stuff. Can't even help me with this. It doesn't even help. It just... I mean, I have even made a tool to unzip the where I can just like go into Google Drive, save the entire liveries folder to a zip file, then just dump it into my tool. The tool just extracts it all into the liveries folder nice and neatly and cleanly. It even tells me if I'm overwriting something and skips liveries that are the exact same. It's beautiful. I love the tool. Even though it's caused actually a bug, in which if you open it with 7-zip, the folder structure of save export liveries doesn't work. I have to look into fixing that. I have half an idea of how to do that. And it's probably a problem with slashes. Because the entire world can't agree, because of Windows, we can't agree that you use forward slashes instead of backslashes. Because Windows has for some reason to use in their file system backslashes, while everyone else uses forward slashes. Or at least I think I think OS X, Apple, Mac OS also uses backslashes, forward slashes like Unix. It's like even your URLs use forward slashes. It's just Windows being like stupid and stinky about that, and using backwards. Also having drive lettering, but like that's just Windows thing. Well, Unix is in essence a bit weird about that. On the other hand, you can do symbolic links and links and just create circles. Hey, you need to place this file into this folder. I don't want to. When it's like, suck it up on Linux, it's just like, make a symbolic link to where the file is actually stored. And it works. It is ingenious. There's an ACC server managing tool that actually does that under the hood. Once I have my upgrade on my home server, I'm gonna just... which is in part upgrading the storage and also upgrading the RAM in that thing. Once that's done, I can probably spin up another virtual machine onto which I can put the server manager. And hopefully if I set it up with DHCP, I can actually do the port forwarding properly, where it doesn't break as soon as any device disconnects from the network. Because that was an issue so far. If I port forward my main Kubernetes cluster, it just goes like, nope. It's pain. Luckily that might be a thing of the past in the near future. There. So Rosenfeld BMW hurting himself effectively. Even the GT3 who hasn't put a lap in yet. But yeah, you're probably not listening, but like, funnily enough, I stumbled over a... I mean, I'm probably gonna wait for this one once you're listening again. Hopefully I don't forget about it. It involves a certain league that I noticed you were in. Or you haven't driven for them, but you're following them on SimGrid. And I want to compete in a championship they announced, but like, I can't join a Discord server because their link is broken. And I was gonna ask if you have a working link for them. It's the it's Track Day Racing. Because it was funny. I looked at the list of people following it, and it's like, oh, I know this Jordan guy. Well, his car looks super unstable right now. I don't know what he's doing here. Well, that was an outlap. Maybe he was just heating the tires up. I don't know. That's a complete miss of the apex. I just completely missed it. Missed that apex and off the circuit here. He might just about have avoided track limits there though, so... Yeah, just completely overcooked those corners. You need to turn in, my friend. He seems to have some sort of alien setup he's running. Or at least, he made his setup pretend to be. I think the difference in this case isn't too major. He's not a good driver and he's not made for the setup. If the setup is actually good, if he handle a good drive to a good driver, is completely left in the air. Miles on the right side, that's halfway actually decently on the apex. Too long off the throttle there. That's sort of okay. Didn't try quite right. Let's head to this corner here. That's completely okay. That's the thing, high-speed corners is like usually not the problem spot for people. If people lose a lot of time, they think they do, but they probably don't. It's corners like this. And he actually, I would say, did decently through there. At least from my eye, I can't see it. Which means he's probably still losing like a second in those corners alone. No, probably not that much, but like at least like 2-3 tenths. Because I can't see like... I look, yes, the racing line is made out of racing lines when I look at a hot lap guide, and I'm like, how is this guy going like 2 seconds per lap faster when I'm driving the exact same lines as him? How? That's why I don't look at them too much. And when I look at like people's lines against mine, and it's just like, yeah, you're braking too late, mate, for this corner. It's like, it's really difficult to tell what lines they're taking. Okay, so he's like... Okay, that's more on it. This lap will probably be a lot faster, although he overcooked this section completely. I think you should probably stay third for the final part there. For the right hand, and not down gear at the end of the left hand, that's 2 seconds. I think he opened up the corner too late there and missed kind of parts of the apex, also wasn't into a high gear. corner creep, way too early turning. He started like turning in a smidge, which led to him like closing in. He just like he compromised his entry. He can run away more. It's like complicated. He approached from the out. Okay, he now ran off, but like he approached from the outside of the corner. But when he actually committed to turning into the corner, he was already in the middle of the road. He just crept into the middle. Now he opened up here way too much, kind of, but like his lap is anyway dead, so it's like it doesn't matter too much. He has gap behind and gap in front, so it's not too bad. I mean, he's not last, but like a man, he can shave nearly 2 seconds off his time and he would not gain a position. But it's in part because he drives like this. Start the engine and get going. Although, please wait for that guy, please wait for that guy, please wait for that guy. Good. Good. Alright. You have to go, my friend. You're not gonna make it. 20 seconds now. But he's making it. Easy. Don't drive too wide there, because you can get track limits. He didn't quite do this right. He broke in a straight line and then turned in. You obviously want a trail brake for turn 1. It's probably still better than the lines he had beforehand. Also, you want to down gear through the first corner. There. It's probably helpful to actually go down a gear there already. It doesn't quite work with having third for the last part there, but like it's... But I love like down gearing a gear per corner. It's quite good for getting the rhythm right. This is okay. Nothing to write home about this line through here. Is he gonna stay on the outside? No. Oh, he crept into the middle of the road again. Again, too late on the throttle. He's like... I think the problem is his car's too unstable. And he has to like wait in the middle of this chicane to wait for the car to stabilize. His setup is way too unstable. He needs to tighten that thing up. He's driving a way too unstable setup. This is not good for him. He's... As I said, I guess he might be using some stupid alien setup, shop setup. Or some shit. It's not working for him. He should drive something a bit more sensible, or at least try to trim them. If you have a setup, shop setup, use their endurance setups if they have them. Endurance race setups. Don't try their quality sets because they're usually absolute garbage. And that was too late, and he's off. Pain. Because he was, I think, actually doing alright on my lap. That's just pain. He was actually doing alright up till that point. He just broke way too late and then threw the car off. Okay. Well, you do need fuel for, you know, the race distance. Oh yeah, I put 60 liters in the car. We need... Probably gonna be fine with about like 40 or so. And we'll open up enough strategy options for us. Alright then, 45-minute race. Bit window and free showing. I guess Wolf was a wildcard entry for this event. To allow people, well, to better their attendance ratio on some grid. Pretty important stuff. From Livery CBT. Okay, you're just coming back for the start, yep. I did talk about some stuff. Yeah, I did give commentary on like one of the slower GT3 drivers, this one here, and his McLaren. How he's making mistakes. But yeah, I did talk about, you know of a certain community called, Track Day Racing on SimGrid? Because I looked at the follower list of that community and saw your name on it. And the thing is, I want to drive in one of their championships, or at least I've signed up. I don't know if the championship's gonna materialize. These people have like 6 people attending their current championship. It's like, I don't know if this is gonna happen. They are trying to organize a multi-class league. This is not looking good. But whatever. The thing is, alright, their Discord invite link is dead. And I have not found any way of contacting them and just like telling them, look, your Discord invite link is dead, I need a new one. I can't find. But yeah, you are in that community, so in case you are on their Discord server already, you can tell them or supply me with the invite link. In case you're not, okay, fine, it's likely you are not, but like, you are in that community. Right, Horizon GT4 around Silverstone. Right, yeah. Yeah, precisely my problem. Yes, the Discord invite link is dead, and they haven't realized. And I've tried to like see, like the thing is, I'm pretty sure I found the profile of like who's the actual owner of the community, because they have linked, they have the same Discord invite link on their SimGrid profile, but no one seems to like have a YouTube channel in which you can comment on it. If you search for them, search engines just go throw anything but like what you're searching for up. It seems SimGrid isn't particularly getting indexed well, so you're just like not getting results for them. So it's not even finding the event itself, it just finds nothing. It is just like, what are they like? It's not the first community I've seen with a dead invite link. It's actually happened, funny enough, to Jardia's community. Jardia's community had like Jardia, I think in his YouTube description was the link dead. On his I don't know where I actually found a working one, because at some point I found a working one to join, but like the one on SGP was dead. The one on I'm pretty sure the one on like his YouTube Twitch was dead. I think his YouTube description was also dead, something like that. There were multiple dead ones, and then at some point I finally found one and got in and told them like, look, your Discord links are dead, and they're like, oh shit. Or actually I asked someone who was on the server, perhaps even. Trying to think of what color I want to make this car. I don't know. You want to go back to the Lexus, I guess. If I understood you correctly. Guess the Lexus is to you what the KTM Crossbow is to me. An ex you regularly try to get back together till she gets abusive again, and you realize why you broke up with her in the first place. Done this a few times now with the Crossbow, not gonna lie, it's getting a bit tiring. my decision making with cars is car choice is probably about as bad as other people with their women. And the only reason it's not as bad for me with women is because I don't interact with them. Dab. You haven't done a yellow car before. I mean, the thing for me is that because I mainly run Team R, because I run with Team Iris a lot, like oftentimes I end up with just same colors usually, and like I run regularly. Also, if I don't run like iris purple I run oftentimes. A pink similar to Jones. So I run either one. Like either run Femboy or I run Iris. That's sort of the thing. But yeah, occasionally I make funny liveries like this, and it's it goes to certain colors then. They're obviously a bit more rare then. It's hard to describe Yuguru as royal if I say. I mean, the M6 kind of would probably be that for me, in some ways. Or was it after the Aston Martin meta on Alpha? Oh god, I had like one of the worst reaction times ever, Jesus Christ. I slept on the steering wheel there. I'm getting passed by Ginetta right now. It's that bad. Although Potter has just leveraged his way past Jones. Speed! Whatever you like, the question is what motif are you thinking of? Like, I oftentimes just think of like some sort of idea before I design a car. I mean, I do also like occasionally make other liveries that aren't associated with Iris. Well, that was for a long time my Maserati livery. Also, this livery was the version I made for of this livery with all the required logos on it. Did get approved by SimGrid. They approved it, so we're running it. I thought the VCO logo might not get through because it's not really on the side. It's more like on the top of the car, kind of. But like, I guess they just like went, that's fine enough. And let it slide, which is good. Means we can run our livery as is now. But yeah, he did ask me like, what is it up with the crying emoji? I didn't actually answer him. I thought about answering, but he also pointed out that the livery wasn't packaged correctly, and was like, hey, I did package it correctly. And then he told me like, that there is, that if you open it with 7-zip, instead of the files being stored in folders, they have weird file names. I'm like, great, awesome, the tool I use is broken. It works with Windows. Windows doesn't seem to care, but like... But I guess, unfortunately, 7-zip cares and...
Clear on the right.
Oh no, you.
Clear on the left. Car on the left.
Oh, what was that?
Car on the left. Player on the left.
I lost track where well, sort of lost track of my. Well, the Janetta behind me now. We're finding the name Jones. Finally, the name came back to me. Went in all the chaos with Potter. Well, this could have been an 11 if GT3 didn't try taking out Potter, and then we proceeded all to Scrabble for a while. Oh, that's not the apex. Oh look, steering wheel. I might make a mock-up in Forza and try to remake it in ACC. I guess that could work. I mean, I don't know. I think the reason why I do how I do is like because when I got into anime like a few years back, it's obviously like, oh, I'm gonna theme a car for this, like the Renault 3.5, Formula Renault 3.5 that I themed after Kimono Friends, or the what's it called, the Renault Clio that I themed after Darling in the Franxx 01 and 02. I guess I had a thing for cute and funny girls beforehand, even. But yeah, the Klaxosaur, or whatever the freaking beings are called, Queen. Yeah, the blue and black design, effectively, with like the black in matte and the other part in reflective, which makes for an interesting design. Ooh, that's probably a bit wide. Yep, that was too wide. Right. Now actually hit the apex. But yeah, when you have like a certain idea and then like, well, yeah, I made a Fiat Bath with what is it? Eurocamp. I made a NASCAR. I made also a Toyota NASCAR with initial D theming. And also I made another one, also Toyota, with My Hero Academia. What ban? For what? Because I made a NASCAR. It was a digital themed car. Yeah. I even want to race at Watkins Glen, like, with that thing. I have it somewhere, the image. It would be a bit difficult to find it. Okay, so Jones is coming in already. Not good. We need to respond immediately to that. If we want a chance to keep in front of him. But he probably has an easy time getting by. Tire pressures I think will be fine. Fuel, however, that's a good question. Rakes, leaks. Okay, 30 liters should be enough. Fuck, overcooked it. Can't afford that. How long do we also have to go? 34 minutes still. I think he was in this case more inclined towards just doing that. Just going for the undercut at that point. Yeah, he's probably just pumped him already. Except if he got stuck in traffic, that's the only way I think we could still get past him again. Yeah, both of us are coming in. Okay, he closed in massively on that pit entry, which isn't a good sign at all. Oh shit. Not good. Was within margin. Yeah, we're just not a good in lap there. Come on.
Mandatory stop is not here. Let's go, go. Low tire pressure, stay away from curbs.
So the race leaders are right now coming. Okay, Jones has not passed us yet. Jones got stuck in traffic. Potter has come out behind me as well, immediately. But Jones did not win out on this. But his tires are gonna likely last longer than ours. We eat tires alive. Yeah, I think this didn't work out because he exited in the middle of traffic.
Cars approaching, watch out. Car on the right, clear on the right. Faster car coming up behind, watch out.
No. We are not letting you by, dear.
Car on the right,
What the fuck is wrong with you?
clear on the right. Faster car coming up behind, watch out. Car on the right, clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Less than a second worth of damage repairs.
Faster car approaching. Watch out.
Free coming.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Thing is, with Potter behind, I at least have a buffer to Jones, which will allow me to actually fight here him a bit. It's gonna be probably a bit easier on me. Okay, we've switched to the left side so GT3 can go by. I think we have basically had GT3 field at this point by. Although the issue is, they've not pitted. We have. So once they pit, we likely have to deal with them again. Man, how much Jones, like, he made up a second this lap. He's so much faster than us. His issue, he isn't particularly fast in a straight line. So, we could just basically bully him on the circuit for most parts. Not that I'm really escaping from Potter right now either. Despite apparently setting a personal best.
Faster car approaching. Watch out.
That's that Ferrari again that nearly took Potter out early on the race.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Could you kindly finish the overtake on me? Okay, that's also gambling with track limits again.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Okay, that was an attempt from Potter on me. That didn't work. Let's compromise them. Despite me going a lot faster this lap than before. I think he just wasn't in a position at all to do that attempt.
Watch out.
Okay, somebody retired there. Click on the pits right now.
Well done, mate. Cross Lukas.
quickly go side by side into this corner. Battle's heating up behind me, I should start running. And see if I can get a decent distance, although distance to Jones doesn't seem to matter, like he just can evaporate any gap you have on it. In an instant. And there he goes, probably past at this point. Running really bad lines, I think, through there. Yeah, he's past now. Although this is a straightaway. I hope Potter can make an attempt back on him. Well, he's actually probably further back than he actually looks like. In these corners he doesn't really have a chance against Jones. There's too much twist. Actually outrun him. Right, how long do we have left? Halfway, roughly. A bit more. And Jones is not gonna come down on me. And compared to, you know... compared to Watkins Glen, I think we're significantly more hopeless here. To fight him off. He has so much more pace for the lap, it's completely surreal. We have just nothing up to offer. Like, he just evaporated 3/10 there in the SS. I can brake a bit later for this. This is what we do best, defending. Because in case you're still here, Jordan, I might not be the Scottish Minister of Defence, but German one.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Faster cars approaching. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
I can goddamn put up a fight, even though these GT3s like nearly ended my fight back against them. Like, they evaporated a bunch of time there. Oh fuck.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, I can walk up, I see. Two of the cars in front of the side of the pit. So it's just Van Dijk in the lead now. I shouldn't get hauled up with too much squabbling because he might actually just jump us all. Help me, the Minister of Defense, I'm not that good at defending well. I'm gonna give you some live tutoring here. Hopefully. Let's see how well this goes. And we have to defend against a car here for half the race distance, which is about a second per lap faster than me. Granted, we're driving the car that has more straight line speed. But objects in the mirror may appear further away than they actually are. Object in these mirrors. Especially because he has made his way past Potter, so it's like, it's possible for him to do this.
Clear on the left.
And I think he's figured out that you can pass here, specifically, into what is on the GP circuit turn 3.
Faster car coming up behind. Watch out. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
And he has a lot of speed advantage there, due to being faster through the S's there. Fuck, what was that car? I broke at the normal spot. And the brakes just completely refused to do anything.
Faster car coming up behind you. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Yeah, Van Dijk is currently in the pits. Oh, come on, I had a lot of honesty there. And he's still in the pits, so he's gonna lose the position to all three. He lost that bit of time. Drove out in 4th gear, which is not ideal. Just under 20 minutes to go with this. And the problem is, my tires are gonna degrade at the end of this race. This is a McLaren after all. It shreds the tires completely. So even when just running like 35 minutes on a tire set in a GT4 car, it just destroys them completely. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep them behind. I have to slow down quite a bit here.
Car on the left. Faster car is approaching.
And he just launches it around the outside here. GT3 is like very happy about this fight. Not at all. Well, massive roadblock whenever they have to come by. But yeah, I have located where he's gonna attempt this pass likely. And this is not gonna be easy because I have like nothing I can fight with there. And he's got a good run last time already. Like, this was close to him actually sealing the deal.
There's a car in stick pit lane.
Like, look at it! Even in the sections that I have a strong car in, he just makes it all up again. Like, you give him a single corner and he evaporates like 3 straights worth of gains on him. Oh no! Ran off the road there. Broke very early there. But like, I can just not afford making a single mistake. That mistake very nearly cost me and like another GT3. He's so close right now. It's not good. This is gonna likely lead to a similar attempt here again. Fuck brakes, no!
Faster car is approaching. Car on the right.
He opened the door luckily so much that like an entire GT3 fit through as well. I guess I just got lost on the outside there and he thought I would still be closer than I actually was. But it gave me the opportunity to get back in. This is a lot harder than Watkins Glen here. Oh boy. Like, each passing lap he's getting closer to actually sealing the deal. Okay, we have one more GT3 car coming up. For now. I mean, who knows if the leaders are gonna come by again before the end of this race. The last one will probably get by us, hopefully by the end of the straight. Hopefully, that is. I mean, if he holds him up, that would be nice, but like... I'm getting my hopes right now up. Yeah, he's coming now.
Fast cars approaching.
Why is my braking distance here so confusing? Like, if I brake any later, I'm guaranteed to fly off, but like, if I brake any earlier... Like, I'm already undershooting the corner, effectively. Ah, I had a lot of TC there. Got a wiggle, he's right in my gearbox. Like, that exit of that corner is so damn important, and I can't... He has it really nailed down. Because that corner exit determines how close he is for this section here.
Car on the left.
And I have to brake really damn early here.
Clear on the left.
This time around he didn't try too hard. And 24 seconds backwards, at least there's no GT3. But we have a long distance still to go in this race. Oh god, he's got such a run here.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Unfortunately, I have enough power to just outdrag him to the to Maggots and Beckett's. That even though he just completely and utterly demolishes me for turn 1 again. Oh, fuck off the track again here. Got away with it again. How long is left? 12 minutes. I'm just holding on for dear life at this point. Oh, he's so close. I just cannot fucking outrun him at all. Luckily, the brakes are really good in this corner. Now I gotta brake. He couldn't follow me for the chicane. Oh, but didn't get the apex there. Ugh.
Car on the left.
He's alongside though. Oh, got oversteer. Fuck.
Clear on the left.
I think he lifted even there. Because of how fast he fell behind me. When we were side by side. I don't know. How many laps do we have to do this? For at least another 11 minutes. And I'm assuming the race leaders are probably gonna come by us again before the end of this race. Kind of hopefully, because that means probably only 6 laps instead of 7. Jesus. How close he is. Well, this is gonna be a double-edged sword for him. Because I'm gonna have to... He has to check up to avoid hitting the back of me. Any gap I got on it was just like nothing. It's got to be evaporated before the end of the lap. But he has dropped back massively right now, gee. Like a second now. And he continues to drop. Is he out of fuel? Did he miscalculate his fuel or something? Yeah, he's okay, he's coming back. He's now 1.2 seconds back. Why? I don't know, maybe to refocus and to see if he can... If he's not stuck behind me to see if he can just leverage his way by that way? I don't know. It's just so strange. In any case, we're gonna use the brief breather and see if we can, you know, make his regain of the time at least mildly difficult. So he can't just completely and utterly humiliate us. Actually, we are missing one GT3. And that's P12, and he's coming right now through.
Pit window is closing down.
This section just like is half a second worth. Nearly. I mean, I do make up a lot of ground again coming out of the section. It's really interesting how much faster he is through that section. And how that equals out in over a lap. I've had major problems there. Car didn't want to plant. As I said, the tires are gonna start going kapoof at this point. And we're looking at probably 4 laps to go, I think. Guess 4. Yeah. Could be even 5. We're really dependent on where the race leader is. I have no clue where. To stay focused. He's waiting for weakness to strike.
Car on the right. Clear
Hello car, please, but... And yeah, my tires are starting to give up at this point. That's a weakness for sure. Potter is like not able to go with us at all. Despite our fighting here. Fuck. And we're back to the squabble again. Gap is dropped to 0. Back to where we were. Yep, there's the race leader, 11 seconds behind us. Which is a good thing, kind of, because it means they're gonna have to oh fuck, that's gonna be wide. Fuck, we're gonna just take the... we got actually away without a warning. It was apparently slow enough for the game to just be like, you're not even getting a warning for that. My car loses so much momentum over those bumps for some reason. In the middle of that section. Oh boy, this is gonna spice up in a moment. Missed the apex completely.
Car on the left. Faster car is approaching.
Fuck, I got dropped behind. Ah, he could run the full apex there. Let's see, can we do something about him? He's on the inside for this corner.
Clear on the right.
Fuck! I lost the position. I fought for so long, but it's gone now. No way I'm gonna get that back. I definitely bent the rulebook there a bit. I can argue he was also off the track, but I definitely went for that. Ah, brakes, please, please, please.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Well, I didn't run him off when I gave him just enough room in the SS. But this is how marginal it has been. When he goes around the outside of me in that corner. Oh, the fucking apex just doesn't want to be hit anymore. God, just understeer so much at this point.
Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Okay, we're likely looking. Oh boy, we were likely looking at one more lap to go at this point. The race is about to start for me. Yes. The stakes have just been raised tenfold. We have one more GT3, I think, for this lap after the other. Then we're gonna be free.
Could you kindly like just drop to the right?
On the right. Clear on the right.
Broke again very early for that corner. He's gonna likely try anything. Oh, got traction controlled there. I don't even know anymore. Turn in early, still ran wide. He didn't try anything really. I think he just expected me to make a mistake. He was baiting me into outbraking myself, knowing full well that I would otherwise cover him off.
Finish the race.
But unfortunately it didn't work out for him. Still broke early enough. Right now, hug the inside, hug the inside.
P1, excellent.
We actually fucking did it.
Let's bring it back.
We actually beat the unbeatable Ginetta. Ah. Ah. Oh well, the controller's not working. GG, man. GG. I drove my heart out on that one. It's just in a bit of a questionable repass, but like that was about it. Otherwise, this was incredibly clean fighting, despite of how hard I had to fight. I just like stuck in there and like didn't freaking give up. Boop. Boop. So. Right, okay, let's return to the pits. Oh. No, I didn't. Oh, thank you. Stupid keyboard. GG. It's just. I'm so fucking physically done from that. Oh. You won. You won. What precisely? Nick Jones. So what happened actually on his outlap? Did anything happen really on his outlap? Let's see. Or did just the cold tires were just not as competitive? Although we were quite decently up to pace. Quickly out of the pits, both me and Porter. But yeah, could you tell me what you wonder about? And so far he doesn't have any traffic. Maybe he's just paced himself. He was quite a lot slow. He lost quite a bit of time. Okay, there's traffic now. And that's the race leader. Oh, okay. So there's the traffic. he lost there a bit of time. And there's probably a bunch more GT3s now coming up to him. Yeah, he timed his pit stop not quite right. He probably should have like just done a few more laps. But I mean, this is the thing when you don't have when you're driving for Ferrari and you don't have a strategy department, you have to do the strategy yourself. You know, you can't do the math if you end up in the middle of the GT3 traffic. Which is kind of what happened to him. Although time losses kind of could have been worse, but like he could throw it off there, and like probably also, I don't know if he missed his pit box or something like that. He just had a slow out lap, and it's just what caught him completely out. I mean, he was behind us already on the beginning, heading into the pit, so that didn't help. I mean, I didn't do the best pit stop. I nearly lost the position to Potter. Okay, that's where he comes. That was his pit entry, actually. Ichika Yuno. Hello, how are you doing? Kambaba. Okay, John, go on, damn it. Unfortunately, I do not speak any Japanese. So. Unfortunately. I mean, I'm kinda. How about? Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of exhausted, but like, I need to do some prep work for Saturday, so I'm actually gonna continue streaming. Otherwise, I would have nearly finished because we were at the end of the race. But I do need to grab some password information. Okay, fine. I don't know if I have any like public-facing information stuff. I think I still link my Twitter account in the description. I think I do. Ishika Yuno, GP only. The main YouTube channel is the main YouTube channel. I love you, smile. Want to see you smile. Well, I speak German, so but it does give the hint, like you're probably using, I don't know, Google DeepL to translate. It is a good translation, but like, it is, I'm getting the feeling. At least for the German unit, which is understandable. German is like a pain in the ass as a language. It's not in terms of like compared to having to learn as European Japanese. That's, as far as I understand, a way too elaborate language for me to learn. Friendo. I mean, Google Translate can come in handy as well. Right. Okay. Yes, I wanted to grab the password information for the practice server. Right. That's what I wanted to do because I probably want to go on. Okay, that's the passwords. It's a bit odd. Because I wanted to prep for Saturday. Right. Okay. Oh yeah, we want to swap delivery. We want to swap actually for the version we're gonna run. We're gonna get to that. Where is? Can we find it this way? Actually, we can. There is server output, and then we can swap the car for this. Yeah, this is already the McLaren. We want to swap to this. Yeah. I mean, I do a lot of streaming of racing games. I had a brief look at your channel. You seem to be doing what, like? I mean, there's some Rust. What else do we have here? Duolingo. Some just chatting streams. I mean, I do kind of just chatting streams in the sense that I do programming streams. I stream occasionally when I program. If I find the time to stream. Yeah, hello. And let's see what the aliens are doing over here. There's some racing term for people who are like stupidly fucking good at this game. Yeah, they are stupidly good. For reference, I'm doing 51s. They're doing 49 sevens. Yes. Right, okay, that's my car setup. I mean, the race will be an hour long, so actually, I mean, the 86 liters is, I think, enough for an hour. Running. A lot of track temp, not a lot of air temperature. But big differential there. Let's open rear ducts, let's open front ducts, I think. Or maybe, nah, it's not even that warm. We probably can't really do that. We probably still need to lower the tire pressures. Okay. Decisions. One advantage will be, again, we will be faster than all these stupid Alpine drivers in the straight line. So, in case they ever make a mistake and circle behind us, we can keep them there. Because compared to the Ginetta, they have even less straight line speed. Like, their top end is a bit higher. So when they race at Paul Ricard, they top out way later. They top out at 260 kilometers per hour, while the Ginetta tops at 240, but the Ginetta arrives faster to 240 than an Alpine. So that's why they differentiate each other. But I guess the Alpine carries a bit better corner speeds. Ginetta is definitely a good car in the current meta. Unfortunately, it is like Alpine, or like you take already a big hit to go down to the Ginetta, and you take a bigger hit to like go down to, at least on most circuits, probably to go down to this car. And then you take a tremendous hit to go to anything that is like, you know, fun, like the Camaro, the Maserati. I mean, there's a couple of Porsche Caymans on the server. Oh yeah, Jordan, you wanted to send me something, and I'm pretty sure you haven't done that. Oh, damn me, finally, what I... It's the end time. Yeah, no, if you send it to me. Okay, we will look at it in a moment. I will first finish driving. Well, the tire pressures actually look low somehow. Maybe I did mistake myself with the reducing the tire pressures when in fact we actually need to increase them. That's a bit funny. Hopefully not cute and funny. Yeah, it's about how much I decreased them that I'm undershooting right now the tire pressures. But what do we get here? 51.5. It's that's just about what I expected. Not bad, not good either. Two seconds off the pace. You know, that's actually really not bad. But I mean, we're not gonna get within the top 3 this way. Pretty sure we won't be. I mean, the weather is actually still not announced. That will be announced in how many hours? I think about... what time is it right now? What time is it? It's 10:42. Yeah, I think we might see weather data in about 12 or so hours. Actually, probably a bit more, 14. When they released the weather data, but they said, I think, 24 hours before the event. It's about 2 PM when they will give us. So yeah, we're talking more like 16 hours. Then we can actually properly practice, but like... I don't know, I'm not expecting... I mean, if it rains, we're like really up the creek, but like... And we would need to go to Tambrella Corner and, I don't know, sacrifice a goat and resurrect the legend there again. I mean, at least it's not too far to go in this case. But I don't think he could even do anything. Funniest part of like them nerfing the Cayman because it was like universally overpowered, but you could still beat it oftentimes. To now have the Alpine, which is just so universally overpowered you can't even beat it on every circuit. And the Cayman meta, usually the winners for not driving Caymans, it's kind of interesting. The funny thing is with the Spa 12 hours that is next month from WSS, which is a bit yeah, a bit cringe because they want you literally to take a license test and like stuff. Which is gonna be fun to force every single driver to go through this stuff if we want to drive. On the other hand, as I said earlier, it is Spa again. I don't know. I think Spa goes out 1 year, the other into the other year, into the 1 year and then out of the other year. Never got it right. For most people, they just like whack. Somebody gets sick and tired of the damn track. It's not terrible, but like don't feel like perhaps doing a 12 out of the 570S. I don't know. I mean, it's funny because that community specifically hosted a GT4, GT3 multiclass in ACC on that circuit. So, our favorite overused combination. But yeah, they specifically hosted that combination of GT4s and GT3s at Spa just for a 6-hour race with prize money for the top 3. Unfortunately, we missed out on getting into the top 3. Jeff slightly fumbled it, but we didn't talk about it. So yeah, we wouldn't even do that badly with this car. Yeah. I mean, there is next month a community hosting a Paul Ricard 24-hour race. It's not multi-class on the other hand. It is only the WSS if people are insane enough to feature a multi-class event. But no, there is a Paul Ricard 24-hour race. There's also, I think, in December another Spa 24-hour, and a Suzuka 24-hour is also next month. However, some of these have interesting entry requirements, so... yeah. I mean, getting 4 drivers to do an event is one thing. Getting them to do hot lap pre-qualifying and then do other shenanigans and that within a certain time frame, yeah, that's a bit more difficult. It might become then borderline impossible. Yeah, I mean, Suzuka is always a fun track. I love that circuit, even though I think I don't do particularly well. I'm just not fast on the circuit compared to Imola, which I really love driving, but like I'm actually half decent at, if I'm not chit-chatting too much. Like, I could go faster, but right now I'm stuck in the mid-01s ratio. I think my under-pressure tires aren't helping. But the lap time's already inflating again, so... yeah, I mean... I have to check the... Because I did notice that the calendar that I posted not just is having events that like have been rescheduled, there's events that have been in the meantime deleted, by the way. Like the Lightspeed, I think it was 6 hours of Watkins Glen, that would be next week on Sunday. Yeah, that event is gone completely, without trace. But yeah, that's the fun stuff. Because I would have liked to do a Porsche Cup race, drive the Porsche Cup at Watkins Glen. That's But yeah, the 24-hour race was at least on that calendar, and also some of these events are starting to fill up. I've noticed.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
I haven't checked all of the stuff that is on there. I should probably do that also tonight. Because I'm right now on... Well, I have the calendar on this machine, so... It's more easy to do modifications here. On my... when I dual boot into Linux on this machine right now, I don't have the calendar. I mean, I could import it, honestly. I could just export it and then just import it over there and then just continue doing it. But yeah, at some point, what's the point? Not like I'm racing on the links anyway right now. Also, I hope you're doing better, considering you're like saying something about like you're recovering currently from your treatment. Also, let's just have a demonstration of the pace of an Alpine. There's an Alpine 1.2 seconds behind me, and I seem to be getting back up to pace right now. Vaguely. Well, not like a second of my own best. Although I'm 3/10, which is not particularly much better. Okay, he wants to have book space. I guess he doesn't want to fight with me. That's sad. I wanted to see how I would pace around him, but like I guess he just like fucking hot lap us. Or like is very considerate and doesn't want to get in my way, which one is fine. You know, it's just sad because I would have liked him to actually fight me and he wouldn't have needed to be considerate, but like on the other hand, it's like, you know, on the other hand, it's like, yeah, that's fine. It's like he's taking care. But if he's a hard lapper, like, just go scream. There's no lost hard lappers for me.
Yellow flag in sector 3.
But yeah, I love this circuit, honestly. I mean, this is a decent combination of car and track. Honestly, out of the circuits that were available for voting, obviously Misano is shit because it's Misano. I think I don't need to elaborate. And Valencia is not particularly great with our car choice. I think. I don't think I've actually tried, but like I'm pretty sure it isn't. But I mean, you also see the effects of this car. It's like you can't actually make up time. It will just decide if you make a positive or negative time. It will just do. Like I just lost 2/10 in the final corners and I definitely didn't do anything wrong. It's just the car decides if you carry enough momentum for the corner to be fast or not. I think part of the randomness is the electronic brakes, brake bias stuff. You can't change the brake bias. The car seems to auto-adjust it, and you're just effectively stuck. Occasionally just having no braking, and then sometimes your car actually stops, which is a bit not great. Was in a hell of a lot worse situation a few months ago for sure. Okay, doesn't seem particularly great. Looking forward to doing the play up and really enjoy my practice laps with the combo, and that's great to hear. I see the setup is doing fine for you. It has now a few races under its belt, the setup specifically. It's done Racing Pals 4 hours of Imola with Jeff and me driving the setup. It has then afterwards did with me the which championship was it? The Pan Am Mini Endurance Championship, a 3-hour race that I soloed, and then it has done a what was it? It was TOGA's first round of the championship that I've wrapped up today. That we literally... Oh, I forgot. I should have done an interview. Yeah, totally forgot that. I wanted to do an interview for the TOGA broadcast. God damn it. Hop into the broadcast channel and talk with them, and I completely forgot it. Oh, that's pain. Said it's just easy to drive. I mean, kind of the car. It's just what this car does, effectively, to you. Like, if you set it up any looser, you lose immediately lap time because the car just will go into just goes into slides that just cost time. Getting sideways with this car isn't particularly productive for lap time. But also it has so much understeer that, like, even if I try to get it sideways, which this setup tries a lot, it doesn't do anything really. But yeah, I forgot to do this all because that JP VTuber turned up and I was like thrown off my balance again. I wanted to talk about the championship and how it went, and especially the utterly awesome race I had with Jones. Would have been cool to talk about, but I guess we're not gonna talk about it.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
I mean, you likely have wrapped up at this point completely. We're good. I think it's a decent call if it's coming now. Probably should have spiked the tire pressure anyway, but like, the main thing we need to do is just get a few laps in so we have replay so we can take screenshots of the car from. So I would have said Jeff, but like it's Loic, so Loic is finally gratified. Okay. Ah. The Team Iris text plastered over the rear fenders there. I see it. That's okay. There's TOGA pings from chatter. There's someone in the interview rating room still. But I'm pretty sure at this point that the yeah, okay, that's good. So that incident at on lap 3, like he nearly dislocated his shoulder on that one. Let's see how it is. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they have ended that stream likely. Oh, have they even streamed this one? Live streams? I mean, you did announce that it would be live, I guess. Oh yeah, H Sweets announced it, but he's the only one in the interview waiting room remaining. Right. Just grab official TOGA and we could just... Hey, they're actually still alive, it seems.
Well, I don't really say to try and cheer you up, but you know, thank you for coming on and at least being honest. And
Yeah, they're wrapping up at this point. Pain. I forgot the interview. Pain.
no, that's it. Right, okay, go and try and enjoy what's left of your evening, and I'll speak to you soon, mate.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Have a good rest of your evening, mate.
Cheers. Right, we are going to have one more. Lucas, what a race he's had. Oh my god, like lap for lap, amazing. We do have a special guest on board. We have Mr. Hayden Sweet. Good evening.
Good evening. How are we doing?
I don't know if I've got a voice left very soon. That was
I honestly, wow, just wow. What an absolute end to an amazing championship. To be that close at the very end was
exactly.
just
It's
wow.
45 minutes. I struggled with the 25-minute race, so I don't know how they did that for 45 minutes. It's just but it showcases how good.
Right, okay, let's not listen to their stream. Like, it seems that the interview waiting channel has disappeared now, so... Oh, there it is. Actually, there is one. It still is. I guess we can just jump in briefly and You know, in case they pause up, we're gonna be at least there. Yeah, this is the correct audio settings. Just in case they pause in for the last bit. Right, but I think I'm gonna hop out of this server because we've just done a few laps to see if she works. She works. Good. Alright, that ramps that up. Here I need to save this replay. We probably want to save the replay of the race, actually. We can probably also look while we're at it on the race replay briefly. Because we did watch some of Jones' pit entry. But I definitely want to watch that, like, that repass. Okay, that's the repass here. Like, yeah, I'm way off the track there. How far does he go? Like, yeah, both of us, like, how far am I in the most? He still keeps a wheel on that curb. I'm, yeah, quite a bit over. And then just, like, just run. He bounces off me, but, like, he still stays on the track despite bounce. He only goes off when he wants to. Like, it is GT3 Qualy. This is complete madness there. That was just something else. When was it when we had that lap when GT3 passed us in this section here? Was it earlier? I mean, just for reference, like, this is how far he comes back from. He just goes bonjour and is like alongside. Like, he has so much more grip for that section here. And he's coming. He's not really closing in, but now, because he can just brake so much later than me. That's just nuts. Oh, he ate too much curb there. He mounted that curb. If he didn't mount that curb, he probably would have had the position. He was fully ahead of me there. Yeah, you unfortunately missed this race. I spent like 30 minutes battling this guy. He's a second per lap faster than me. And I held him off for an entire hour. Half an hour. Just mighty defensive work there for me. Oh no, I'm late. Yes, yes, you're late, George. You not just missed the race. I've in the meantime I've actually done practice for Saturday. I realized that I forgot to like do an interview with the main TOGA broadcast and like kind of waiting, but probably this is not happening anymore. I'm interviewing I think the league admin right now. And then wrapping the stream up, if they haven't already. It's whatever it is. So yeah, I mean I was very exhausted after this, and how long have I actually been going so far? Just briefly check stuff. Where is it right now? There's the where is it? That's not OBS. There it is. 2 hours only. Yeah, we're not long. We only got they pulled off like GT3 and GT4 driver of the day, and it's like Cribs in the GT3 won it easily by 66%, Gallo with 22, and then Jones and me each got like 5%. Consider there is 18 votes. Let's actually briefly do the math. How many votes did I get? I did vote for Jones, I know that, so it's like 100 divided by 18. So how much is... yeah, I got a single vote. And I'm the only one who voted for Jones, so so we know how that went. For reference, Crib. So yeah, that's... will ping me on DC when someone's streaming. Yeah, I mean, I've thought of actually making myself a Discord server for when I'm streaming. For me, but like on the other hand, do I really have so much of a community? I mean, I probably should post on the UK Discord and enter the track Discord when I'm streaming. I probably should honestly do that. Because I hang out with you guys, and like you guys are also like the people that watch my stuff, so it's like this could kind of work. Yeah, the UK Discord, the live streams channel. I need to just get into the rhythm of doing that also onto the Irish Discord, so people have like an actual chance of finding my stuff when I go live. Because the problem is that okay.
Mr. GT4 Multiclass Championship winner, Mr. Lukas. Hello.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That was a mighty race between you and Jones tonight. Wow.
That's an understatement.
There was a bit, and I was saying this to Hayden just a minute ago, where Kiko and Owen were coming up behind you as you two were battling for first place as well, and I'm like, oh my god, like, how's this going to end? Is it all going to be catastrophes? But wow, I mean, your McLaren on the straights was just so much faster than the Ginetta, but Jones was on you every single corner, every exit, he was right on your bumper. I mean, how did you cope for 45 minutes? Lukas is now brain dead and not really even know what his name is.
No, I do. Experience, I would say. Been there, done it. Kind of, but like, it wasn't like the advantage that I had on the straights made this like at least doable mentally.
Yeah.
But like the main big problem was the section of past the new pit straight, heading into heading up to Village, because he was so much faster in this section than me, and he could like launch from like a car length back on the outside and then attempt into that corner on me, and then because it's the outside becomes the inside of the next corner.
That's right, yep.
And then this made it like he got past me once because of that, and I basically only got back by him because both of us went off on turn 1, and I was a bit faster out of turn. That short straight was enough for me to run the gap back down to get side by side, and then we went side by side into the S's. We gave each other enough room, and it's just I got just about in front of him again.
I honestly, every time I looked at the timing screen, I seen your names changing constantly, and I knew exactly where you were in the track because every single time you swap positions at the same point, going into the loop and things like that, and I'm like,
Yes.
I didn't know where to go because Gallo was obviously real close to Cripps, but Jones was on your bumper as well, and I'm like, I genuinely don't know what one to look at just now because, as I say, it was just so close. But yeah, I mean, how do you feel the championship went?
I don't know. It hasn't like set in, I guess. It feels also kind of wrong because it's also because Jones got disconnected on round 1.
Yeah.
Like even if I had beaten him there, like he would have gotten a P2 finish, 1-2 races and another P2. He would actually beat me. Yeah. So it's like
That could have happened to you, or it could have happened to Graham Potter. It could have happened to anyone. So it's you need to take the win when it comes, kind of thing. And have you got a small bottle of champagne to say about your room? And
I have
or something.
We occasionally in Germany refer to not bottled water, tap water as Hanenheimer Spätlese.
Right. Okay.
As like it's like referring to it as like tabbed,
right, okay.
tabbed Hanheimer, like tab is a Han in German. So like from like a location like Hanenheim it sounds like,
right, okay,
and like a in Spätlese it would be like a wine that you pick late.
Right, okay.
so it's like the refreshing Hanheimer Spätlese.
Some cheap wine, basically. Oh, amazing.
No, I'm just drinking water, but it feels like wine.
No, you absolutely deserve it. It was such a close battle, and all the way through. I mean, I'm just looking. Your first race, you won. Second race at Suzuka, you came P3. Race 3, you came P2, and you've come P1 again. So it's all about consistency at the end of the day. And I know that obviously Callum had the disconnect, but you were just so consistent. And the both of yous, if you had made one mistake, Callum Jones would have got past you.
Yeah, that was the real pressure. It's like I ran a few times, like coming out of the S's, a bit into the grass there. That was close. They were out of a few times close. And also like what made this race a bit more comfortable, I guess, because we Gisu was missing, because he was challenging me for the championship here.
That's right. Yep, it was.
Unfortunately, he didn't turn up, because that would have been interesting to see where he would mix up the field.
Absolutely, and you could really have ended up with a three-way battle for 45 minutes.
A four-way. I mean, Potter was there for at least the first stint.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. So, well, congratulations, Lucas. It was a great win, and you deserve the championship. So,
thank you.
Well done. Go and have a drink of some cheap wine.
Water. Water that I make sound like wine. That's the joke.
Oh man, I know how you feel. Okay, Lucas, thank you so much for popping in, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Take care.
Okay. Well, I pressed a bit early. Yeah. Oh right. Okay, what was here? There was a notification in the achievement section. Spent more than 60 minutes in voice channels. I've only been ever to the... Well, actually, I've been to the driver's briefing, right? So that's like... that explains that. So that's why I got this. So, okay, fine. Whatever. Let's honestly wrap the stream up as well at this point. Let's honestly wrap it up as well. We've looked a bit at the replay of that stream, of the race. I'm gonna have to obviously boot up ACC again, and then take some screenshots in pancake mode of the 570S going around. But that should be all good then. Then even Luck is gonna be satisfied, and we have everything wrapped up, and no one's jumping down my throat for at least a few hours. Actually, I have a few more things to do. I need to clean some stuff in the home before tomorrow, so I have to get to that after this is done. But like, I think honestly this is a good time to call it now. Well, yeah, I'm gonna be streaming quite a bit on this weekend. We'll be having... Why didn't you remind me? I will be having the VCO playoff on Saturday afternoon. We then follow up with the... what is it? We then follow up with the Pan Am race in the middle of the night. Like, it literally starts 3 AM Central European time, so... yeah, that's fun. It's gonna be 3 hours of Spa. In case I haven't talked enough shit about Spa earlier. I'm gonna have to do more Spa, so that's fun. Once we're done with that race, we're gonna have obviously the GT4 race on with Track EU. Where are we actually racing this week? Right, we have the VCO Grand Finals. It's McLaren 570S at Imola for the playoff race. I mean, we're not gonna make it through, but like, let's see if we can get into the top 10 or something like that. That would be pretty like pog or something. I don't know what are the kids saying these days. We have obviously the Pan Am race in the middle of the night. That's at Spa, as I said, also with the 570S. I'm gonna be wrapping up that championship as well. I have already won it. It's just, can I go for I think it's 5 wins out of 5 races. Yeah, we have 4 wins now so far, and it would be the 5th. And then the last one is the GT4 championship, and we're going to, is it the Glen? Are we actually going to the Glen? Oh, we're going to the Glen. Yes. Yes. But also no, because considering Jones that I fought, as you saw the footage and I talked about, like, he drove a Ginetta as well at the Glen. He wasn't quite as overpowered, I think, at the Glen as at Silverstone. But like, yeah. That Ginetta is fast on that circuit. Unfortunately, even with my McLaren. In the rain, Onyo! Oh, why did you have to ruin it for me? I love Watkins Glen. But I don't think I like it in the rain. I mean, I have won at the Glen with the Maserati in the rain. Well, that was before 1.9 came out and ruined my car. Why did he have to ruin the Maserati? God damn it. The Maserati was just perfect, and then like 1.9 comes out and it's like, it's utter fucking trash now. We can't use it anymore. 1.9, prior to 1.9, it was such a good car, but like, they just had to ruin it. They killed my boy. They killed my boy. It's awful, but like, I really, I mean, still, this is, I don't know how well the McLaren actually does in the rain. I'm not sure I've actually driven it ever in the rain, the 570S. Okay, you're not gonna like me, but like, I kinda like the ACC version of the Indy Rover. They somehow made the best version of that track, and I quite like it, honestly. It's a decent track. It's honestly kind of up there for me. The Indy. Maybe it's kind of copium because I did. Maybe it's just kind of experience with that track. Somehow my Maserati did repeatedly really well over the years there. It's honestly kind of amazing how well it did there, despite of heavy braking zones which don't favor the Maserati. But there were like so many cases of like wet races where I dragged the car up the field, and it's like, that car is proper fun. And like, also I did a 24-hour race at Indy, and like, that was honestly really good. We drove the 488 Evo. First a race in Ems. What layout is actually what layout is iRacing using, or was using back then? Because the thing is, I've driven a lot of layouts of Indy actually. Because rFactor 2 features the 2007 layout, which means you have the banked final corner, but you also have you have the banked final corner, you have the dog leg like ACC has, and then you have at the end of the back straight, you don't have the current section, which is like 90-degree corner and then an S before you go back towards the banked oval. No, you instead have 90-degree, you head into the 90-degree corner, the same, but then you have a hairpin, going into another hairpin, and then you go onto the straight before you go back towards the oval. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I was like, showed it a bit weird. But yeah, that's such a weird layout. People use it because they want the banked over, but like it's just like, no, stop it. And then Alphactor 2's 2013 and 2014 layouts. 2013 layouts changes which pit lane is used mainly, and I think the when you go off the oval, because it doesn't use the final corner, when you go off the oval here, it uses like a bit of a dog leg that you can see on ACC, but like you don't use, you just have a 90-degree corner. I think that layout uses that as far as I know. But it mainly changes that it uses still the F1 pits. That are like, the pit lane entry on Indy is really interesting, where you have like, for the first half of the pit lane, you have like 2 pit lanes. Where you have the Indianapolis pit lane closer to the track. And then you have like the F1 pits. And when you're like using F1 pits for like 2013, 2007 layout, you drive down the F1 pits, and then like at the end of those you merge over. You merge into the other ones, and then you go down to the exit. But yeah, those layouts both don't use the dogleg as far as I remember. They both use the chicane that IndyCar is using, and NASCAR. And I think both layouts also have the current modern section that is at the end of the backstretch, which I really like, honestly. Where you go into the 90-degree corner, and then it's difficult for me to show. 90-degree, you go 90-degree corner, and then you have this S section here. It's a bit confusing because I have to show counts into what I'm actually seeing. It's messing with my brain because I have to mirror it on the fly. But yeah, that layout is this layout is not great because the chicane is awful. Also, that 2007 layout compared to the ACC version, heading onto the back straight, you have to pay attention to the white line in the Alphactor 2 version, otherwise you get track limits. ACC, you can use the full track width. This is like such a great fix, because that layout was awful because of that also. But like that just fixes the problem, because you can just use the track and don't have to think about it. It's awesome. It's genuinely kind of like one of the better layouts, and but it's kind of like an actually decent track, sort of. The only bad thing is you can't do 100 cars on that circuit. Like, why only Suzuka? Why can't we have another circuit? There's so much pit lane length. Could we just use it, for fuck's sakes? Could we just use it? Yeah. Alright then. I mean, it kind of still sucks because, like, oh, we include Indy because it's like a historically relevant track, but like we're using the Roval layout, and like no one really likes it. They did the best they could, but like, man, it's still like, I would have liked VAR. No discussion around that. I will take VAR always. Even though multiclass on that would have been just hell. It would have never worked. You can't run that in any league. That track is straight up unusable in the league. You think Alton Park is bad? Have you tried VAR ever? That's all I'm gonna say to that. I have actually driven a multiclass race in VAR, by the way. I've done that. And it was hypercars, LMP2s, and GTEs. Just in case you're curious. It was season 12, I think, of the Virtual Endurance Championship. Hockenheim. Oh yeah. And Portimao is missing, and Brno is missing as well in Hockenheim. Yeah, I mean, Hockenheim is my home track, but like, I think it's not great. I think it's honestly kind of like not a great track. Portimao is definitely like a big L that we don't have that. Portimao is just such an awesome track. Like, it's an L that we don't have it. Brno, yeah, that's also kind of an L that we don't have that. But yeah, I mean, But yeah, I mean, tracks like Kota is just like fucking garbage. I think when I raced Kota this weekend, it's like, I didn't think I really hated any tracks too badly on this game, but like, Christ, I think I really hate Kota. I didn't even think I hate that circuit so much, but like, God, I hated Kota like with a passion now. Like, it just doesn't flow. The circuit has so little flow to it. It's surreal. And any flow you get through any section is just like instantaneously killed by the next corner. It's like, it is designed to not produce flow. I mean, it's sort of understandable. They're like trying to challenge F1 drivers by like making a circuit that is like difficult to drive, but like also it's just like cancerous to drive at all. Yeah, rest LMP1, LMP2, and GT3 at yeah, that was insane. And there's LMP3 and GT4 Qualy at it also, though, how it was called. Yeah. I mean, at least with the British track pack, there's like not many tracks that are well left out. I mean, technically, Jordan is gonna have a complaint with that sentence because knockhill. But otherwise, I mean, we have Alton, we have Walton Park, we have Snellerton, we have Donington. Those are like the big ones, and we had already Silverstone and Brands. I mean, you could say Cadwell's missing, but I don't think there is GT3's at Cadwell. Hey, it's a great club circuit. It's just you can't really bring anything more than a motorcycle on a club car. And an MX-5 Miata really to that circuit. It just doesn't work. And then you have like Thruxt and a few other tracks that like work better for like touring cars than GTs. Well, they probably race at Thruxt and Croft GT3s. I mean, probably. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely tracks missing for this game. Yeah, and considering the track is gonna be, as far as I understand, the track's gonna be deleted in real life. So it would be great if we had it in like ACC, so we could, preserve it, I guess. But I guess we have to like resort to normal AC for this. I know that there's a version for R-Factor 2 that was utterly shite back in the day. I don't know if somebody has since then made an actually decent version of the track. Like, that version was so bad, like, straight porting from GTR2 would be better. And it probably was straight ported, but, like, very shoddily. It was bought, but I guess that doesn't technically mean it gets, like, just deleted instantaneously into a, Wait a second, so it was, basically shut down and then sold off to someone else who now finally brings back, and then sold off to someone else who decided like, oh yeah, we're going to actually bring racing to this thing. Who wanted to bring racing back, and it's now gonna actually get restored. Because I thought we were gonna actually lose the track. I thought it was like it's set in stone, like it's just another track that's going to die. Unfortunately. It happens. Like, times change. Alright then. But yeah, we've covered on now enough. I mean, I should at some point perhaps make a tier list stream, but like tier list cars and tracks in this game. I kind of thought about that after Kota, because, Kota was like such an impression on me that I was like, okay, I need to make an F tier. Yeah, something hilarious and you found funny. Someone taught me you were a couple. Someone thought me and you were a couple. You still hear it, Indy, I see. But I mean, yeah, I guess I make oftentimes impressions on track based on how well I do on them, and like, indie for a long time was also bad, but like yeah, I've made quite a few good experiences there, so it's like I don't think too terribly about it. I definitely know I don't like. I think Kyalami is pretty like mid or something, and it's not terrible, like not great out of. Like the problem with doing tier lists, like for me a lot of stuff is just like I'm emotionally muted, so a lot of stuff just ends up in the middle. I don't have strong feelings about Against and On Void, and like I have a couple of good tracks, and I'm like, yeah, I mean I guess this is a racetrack, you know, it's not my flavor, but like it's fine, and then like there's not much down here at the bottom, but like it's we found some stuff. Hotel Laguna is a good one. I don't know, man. I'm starting to think your opinion is kind of cringe. Okay, well then, let's end this so we can get stuff done. I don't know if I will be back tomorrow. Don't know. Might be, I don't know, filling the gauge into or something like that. Right. Okay then. I feel like doing a coding stream or something. In my mind, I don't know. Faffing around with Arch Linux or something. Because I'm dual booting Arch now, by the way. The system is literally named Arch, by the way. Alright then. But in any case, it's gonna be a while before I completely switch off Windows, but we may stream at some point on Linux. Some deep rock maybe. Someday. I first have to get VTuber software working. Right. Goodbye.